Good morning, Pisces. You might notice I still have morning voice. I'm still trying to determine what kind of mood I'm in this morning, guys. So let's see what's happening. I've had a few comments wanting to know interesting, if I would do a twin flame reading. Some of you, your twin flame has got an issue with being authentic. Saying what they mean, meaning what they say, showing up in the world as authentic as they can be without, as humans, I do think that we have the tendency to maybe be worried about being judged or being rejected or feeling like you don't fit in. But some of us thrive in that type of environment. And I feel like for a lot of you, whoever you classify as your twin flame, likes to feel accepted, likes to feel like they're part of the crowd, like they're part of the popular group. Interesting that I said that because that's what come to my mind. But that's what I'm getting. It's like, remember when you were in high school, if you went to high school, you remember the pressure of wanting to be popular. And if you were popular, you knew that it was highly overrated. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like this person still has to get to a point that maybe the life that they have felt pressured to live, it's like they have to get over that. They have to find their true self. Let's see what's coming in, guys. Sorry, I'm literally still half asleep. I was not going to do readings today. Today was going to be my lazy day. But my energy is feeling very calm today. I'm feeling very mellow yellow. And I feel like I should take advantage of that. So let's see. Okay, so right off the bat, your twin flame connection is unbalanced. One person gives too much in this connection. So one person has the tendency to try to make it work, or one person has the tendency to give. For a lot of you, whether you're a male or female, it doesn't matter. But if you resonate with the feminine energy, you're the one that's giving too much. Okay? Someone could be getting something that they've always wanted, but they could be feeling that what they've got is a sense of prison. So let me break it down. You know the saying, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. An example is like when you're 15, 16, you get your driver's license. Be careful what you wish for. You want to drive all these years. Well, guess what? Now you're going to drive. I need you to run errands. I need you to do this for me. I need you to do that for me. And before you realize it, you're like, well, ugh, I feel like a slave to what I asked for. Someone here, whether this is you or them, has gotten something that they wanted. Some sense of like, I feel wealthy. I feel like my family depends on me and that makes my heart full. I feel like this business is my livelihood. But again, there's some sense of like, be careful what you wish for because you might find out that what you wished for is a little bit of like you put yourself in a prison that you didn't expect would be. Someone here has had to make a choice, whether it's you or them, and someone chose, but they could be feeling like they don't like the choices that they made. Yeah. Toil and labor. See, that's what I'm saying. Someone here's feeling a sense of like overgiving. When I used to work in factories, boy, let me tell you, if you work in factories, you are real MVP because that is exhausting work. You will work 10 to 16 hours, depending upon the day, depending upon what they want. That's the energy I'm getting here. So for some of you, the person you're connected to could be like a manual worker. They could be like a construction worker. They could work in factories. It could be something where there's a grind. There is no ands if buts. You going in sun up, you coming home at sundown, and it feels like that is your life. So for some of you, there's an unbalance here because whoever you classify as your twin flame, your person, they've got a lot on their plate. And it's a choice that they made from love, but maybe again, they made the choice not realizing what they were asking for. All right, how's this person viewing you? Hold on a second. This person could also view you as someone who is very wealthy. So this could be literal financially, or this could be them seeing you as someone who has the ability to embrace what they have. Most of us are not rich. I think I seen a statistic the other day that said like 15% of Americans make over $100,000 a year. So if you even make six figures, you're blessed. A lot of us don't though. And what I'm getting is that no matter what you have, what's being brought to the table, what the universe is giving you, you always make the most of it. And that's how this person views you. They view you as someone who, day in and day out, you make the choice, you make the decision to approach your life from a place of love. And if that means loving on your animal while the electric's out because maybe you couldn't pay the electric bill that day, bet we're gonna act like we're having a sleepover, we're gonna act like we're camping out. Yes, the electric's off. Yes, I could cry about it, but we're not gonna cry about it. We're just going to act like we're camping out. We're gonna make the most of this moment and we're gonna keep it pushing. That is your energy. That's how you show up. Instead of sitting in the corner being mad at yourself, oh my God, I forgot to pay the electric bill, which I would be mad at myself, but I don't know why this is coming to me. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm human, mistakes happen. I'm gonna tell the kids we're camping out. I'm gonna just kind of make this a little bit of like a memory, but not a bad memory. And we're really going to enjoy ourselves. And maybe 10, 15, 20 years, they're gonna find out we actually weren't camping out that night. We didn't have electric, but I took that hardship and guess what? I made it fun. I made it good. I made it a wealthy experience where it isn't about what you have. It's about who you are and what the universe is giving you in your heart. Again, we have the tendency to sometimes think about what we don't have instead of recognizing what we do have. And this person looks at you and says, wow, you're the type of individual who understands that what they have should never be taken for granted because you never know when it's going to be taken from you. And this person feels like you've gotten very wealthy in that aspect. And that could just be a mindset. But for some of you, you be balling these days. You got that money like nobody's business. And they feel like you did something. You made a choice to get yourself out of something that made you feel like you were a prisoner. And I feel like this person really admires that. They see you as someone who's maybe a little guarded. They see you as someone who's a little like, what you want? Give me the password. You can't come in unless you have the right password. How are they viewing you right now? They view you as someone who's discontent. Discontent with this connection. Discontent with how unbalanced something is. Who is this mature person in the community? Who is this? Interesting. Some of you have got someone beside this person, besides the person you classify as your twin flame, that's admiring you in your community. This could be someone at like your kid's school. This could be someone at the electric company. This could be someone at the bank. This could be someone at the local Piggly Wiggly. That's interesting. We don't have Piggly Wigglies. We did when I was little, but I think it's interesting that I said Piggly Wiggly. So for some of you, you have someone besides this twin flame that's admiring you in your community. They see you as someone who is a giver. They see you as someone who's very mature. They see you as someone who is wise beyond your years, but they also recognize that you have the tendency to overgive in every connection in your life. And I think that there's an expansion happening in this person's heart for you. You know, this could be someone at the grocery store that sees you bring in your parent twice a week. And they know that you're doing that not because you feel that you have to, but because ultimately you love and you care for your parents and you feel that you should be there for them till the end of time. And this person, every day they see you come in and they see you help your mom or your dad around the grocery store, and they see you being patient, and they see you being kind, they see you being mature, they see you giving, when in reality you might not get nothing back, but that isn't what it's about. It's about giving from a place of love, from a place of what would I want someone to do for me. And this person again is really admiring you. They're like, wow, you a hell of a person. You know that? That's what I'm getting from someone besides your twin flame. This is like someone completely different, okay? Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. But it's someone in your community. Okay, so your twin flame sees you as someone who's discontent. You're like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm discontent. I'm bored. You boring me. I'm gonna put a boundary up now. How else do they view you? They view you as someone who's very loving and giving, but again, there's a sense of, but I'm discontent. I'm loving, I'm giving, but what am I loving and what am I giving to? They see you as someone who's maybe in a place of like wanting to argue. And it's funny because I'm hearing the song, I don't fight, I don't argue, I just hit that bitch with a bottle. So some of you are like, yeah, I don't fight. We gonna throw hands. This person sees you as someone who's a little combative right now. I can already hear the comments. Where did you get your coffee cup? Where did you get your coffee cup? It is a clear glass mug with my creamer in it. It's coffee with creamer. I got it from Marshall's. Love me some Marshalls. How's this person viewing you? They view you as someone who's really strong. They view you as someone who's courageous. They view you as someone who's determined. They view you as someone who maybe carries a lot on your shoulders and on your back, but they also view you as someone who knows when it's time to place a boundary, when it's time to say enough is enough. Here's the thing. It might take a lot for you to put your foot down, but baby, let me tell you, when you put that foot down, there is no going back. It might take a lot for you to break up with that person and say, oh, never again. But boy, let me tell you, when you say never again, you mean never again. That's how this person's viewing you. And they view you in that way because they're like, whoa, you're really discontent. When you said you done, you weren't kidding. And what happens when we're discontent? It puts us in an energy of being uncomfortable. When you're discontent in your job, there's like this void. You don't feel happy, but you don't feel mad. You feel that something needs to change. You're recognizing that there is something that you should feel that is missing. Now, here's the thing. Not all of us love our jobs. But if you really hate your job that bad to where you're so miserable every day that you go in, you need to look at yourself and say, why am I punishing myself? And why do I feel that being able to put food on the table is more important than my happiness right now? Why am I not making a shift? That's what happens when discontentment comes in. That's what happens when boredom comes in. We start recognizing where something's no longer fulfilling, and we can either grow with it or we can grow apart. And I think what this person's recognizing is that you're at a place where you're comfortable growing apart. Not because you want to, but because you don't really have a choice. How does this person feel about that? Uh-oh, this one come out upside down. Okay, so this is the first time in a twin flame reading that the Seven of Swords has come out upside down, which means this person doesn't want to hide, they don't want to lie, they don't want to sneak away. So bravo to you. Thank you so much. Look who's growing. We're so proud of you, twin flame. What are they wanting to bring to the table? Whoa. And this is the moment she tried to muster up the strength to say what she needed to say. We got the Ten of Cups. Y'all, I think I'm gonna have to go take me a bath and take me a break. The wheel, maybe this is why I felt so peace and like calm before this reading. Because, hold on, I'm hearing that song, Snatched, His Soul. I don't know what song that is. I'll try to tag it in here. Maybe that's why I felt so much calm and so much peace, because there's something here shifting in divine timing. The wheel is turning. What happens when the wheel turns? What goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. Things will eventually change. As you purge, release, and say, you know what? Maybe I have been given too much. Maybe I have been given. Maybe you've been taking my givenness for granted. It's like you got cookies at the front of Costco, and this person's just eating every single cookie. At what point are you going to take that tray and be like, okay, you're done. That's where you're at. You've gotten to a point where you're like, okay, you're done, Cookie Monster. Nice try, though. And now this person's like, wait, hold on a second. I no longer want to sneak away from what I'm feeling. I need to see the emotions that I'm feeling and how I view you. It's got this person wanting to actually take action. Now, here's the thing. Do you remember me saying earlier that someone's admiring you in your community because of how you maybe really overgave when you shouldn't have? That could be this person, y'all. And I didn't want to say that, but for some of you, it's the same person. This person could be watching you from afar, watching you mature, so to speak. Now, what do I mean by mature? As each year goes by, we get more mature. We get wiser. Well, some of us do, not all of us. If you're trying to be your best self, you're going to mature, you're going to grow, you're going to expand. This person could have had maybe a deeper emotion come around you based off of how you've been showing up in your life. And again, I don't want to say that this person's attracted to you because they see you as an overgiver, but I do think that it's a perk. In a world where people are worried about what they can get, it's really rare to see someone only think about what they can give. And that's how this person views you. They view you as someone who isn't at the table going, well, what are you going to give me though? You're more of like, okay, what can I give you that I'm not going to cry about giving? Okay, this is what I'll do. And again, it's got this person shifting how they think about you, how they view you. So what is this person going to want with you? This person could want to visit you, see you. I'm seeing cuddling. Okay, so this person is feeling a little trapped, anxious, overwhelmed, overthinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because they didn't water this. So the Seven of Pentacles talks about really putting in effort, time, dedication, watering flowers with the thought of these are going to grow. So what do we think about? We think about relationships. We think about businesses. When you're getting a business prepared, what are you doing? You're getting everything set up in hopes that you watering all those plants and trying to get people to come in for the first day of business, that it's going to pay off. This person didn't do this. They didn't do that in this relationship. And they're recognizing that, which is why they're anxious. Because if they see you as someone who gave and gave and gave, and now they want to come in and say, hey, I really want you to give to me again, and I'll give to you this time, you're going to be like, oh, will you? So you mean to tell me you come up in here and you ate all 24 of my cookies and you now want to come to me and say, hey, make me more, I'll pay this time. I don't know if I want to make cookies for you anymore. That's the energy I'm getting here. And that's what this person's worried about. It's like, that's their big fear. What if that's going to be your response? What if your response is, hey, I want to come and give you love now. Let's give, let's receive. I want to see where this is going to go. And you're going to be like, yeah, I don't want to water this anymore. I have better things to water. And this is not it. That's how this person is a little, it's like, uh-oh. What is this person wanting? What the fuck is happening right now? Oh my God. 2 of Cups. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm not awake enough for this. I'm really not. Universe, what is happening? 2 of Cups. There's a bond here this person can't explain, but there's a bond here they can't ignore. It's that simple. How are they going to take action? I feel like right now this person's energy is all over the place. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. There's heartbreak. There's disappointment. There's sadness. Again, this person is consumed by the fact that they did not give when they should have. They didn't water when they should have. And you're going to get an apology for that. Woohoo. So you're going to get an apology for someone not giving to you when they deep down know that they should have. They see you as someone who's you are wealthy, you are healthy, you are rich, you are that. That's what I started hearing. And I am not going to take your shit. But this person could be a little intimidated by that because, you know, maybe you were so willing to give and love and make it work. And this person was like, and now they're wanting to come in, but I think that they're going to come in kind of in the energy that you were once in. But they don't want to seem needy. They don't want to seem clingy. They don't want to seem possessive and obsessive. When in reality, I think this person is, mainly because in their mind, they feel that they've ruined it. They feel that they've lost it. They feel that they've crumbled something that they didn't want to crumble. Now, it's funny because you both are showing up as Cups energy, which is telling me that you guys are in love with one another. There's major emotion here, but with time, with distance, with unspoken things and maybe misinterpreted conversations, things can really become complicated. And unless both of you are willing to have a discussion, it can make things, they're showing me like an infected bump. Like pus under the surface. And we're going to have to clean that out. We're going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to conquer that. And unless this person's 100% ready to do that, I don't see it getting anywhere. I do think that this person's really disappointed in themselves. So disappointed that they don't see a way at this moment to make this work. They are going to bring you in an apology because they see you as someone, I'm telling you, 10 of Cups is an energy of like happiness outside of yourself, fulfillment. Think about your favorite vacation spot. Think about your favorite friend. Think about your favorite niece or nephew. The way that you feel around them, that fulfillment, that joy, that laughter. That's how this person feels for you. Now I'm hearing circles, Post Malone. We couldn't turn it around till it was upside down. I'm working on becoming the best version of myself for you, is what it says. I'm seeing an S. So make it have first, middle, last initial, S. I've been having a hard time dealing with my strong emotions and feelings, which is why I always run the other way. And again, that could be something that they're not wanting to acknowledge. They might not even want to really... It's like, I don't even want to be aware to the sadness and disappointment that I'm feeling. Let me just hide it. Let me just ignore it. Let me just act like it doesn't exist. That's how this person's feeling. Yeah, this person's having a hard time understanding what they're going through. Emotion-wise, mentally. What is this person feeling? What's happening in this connection? Yeah, so there's been a... What I just heard is recalibration. Okay, so there's been a shift in energy here. I think that your main purpose, especially here recently, I'm seeing 11 days, 11 weeks, 11 months, maybe even the past 11 years. There's been recognition here that you've been focusing on what your heart desires. And I think this person is getting to a point where they're doing that as well. They're setting intentions on what they want to create and how they can get there. But they have to also recognize that they're worthy of having it. And if we don't feel that we're worthy, guess what? We're not going to get it. But that could have also been you showing yourself self-love, was taking yourself out of something, seeing where you were discontent. Yeah. Someone here has had a blocked heart chakra. But now you're guarded and they see that. So how are they going to be showing up? So right now, their energy's really low. And they're resting. And as they rest, they're going to be getting some sense of guidance. Guidance around the fact that they need to balance something in their life. That they need to practice moderation, whether it's food, drinking, smoking, people. Could be that. Some of you who feel the need to go out 7 nights a week with your people, your family, your friends, you need to ask yourself why. Because for some of you, they're wanting you to moderate that side of yourself as well. Is there a part of you that you don't want? Is there things that you don't want to hear? Are there things that you don't want to think about? Are there things that you're ignoring, which is why you're keeping yourself surrounded with people? Because I've been there, where you don't want to think about your heart hurting, where you don't want to think about how your feelings got hurt, where you don't want to think about the person that you want to be with, but you're in your ego and you're prideful, so you can't be doing all that. So then we have the tendency to surround ourselves and just kind of push it down and allow others to help us guide, help us glide through life. But if you're not careful, you're still going to be dealing with that heartbreak and that disappointment 2 and 3 years down the road. Why? Because all those times when you were with family and friends and you were laughing and you were acting like it didn't bother you, you were just pushing it down. And it's only a matter of time before it bowls over and goes, no, bitch, you're going to deal with me. And that's going to be for some of you. So both of you are getting to a place where you're learning moderation. Learning moderation when it comes to maybe chilling with family, chilling with friends, drinking, staying up late. Moderation when it comes to respecting your partner, but also doing what the hell you want. For each of you, it's going to look different. Both of you are being guided right now by your spirit guides, but this person is wanting some time alone. That's their focus right this moment. They're feeling tired and they're not feeling really empowered. They're even having a hard time fully opening their heart chakra to understand a truth, okay? Yeah, there's greater forces at work here. I know a lot of you are like, but I want to be with this person and I want to be with them now. But if they're not who they need to be, if they're the worst version of their self, not the best, that relationship's going to take you down. It isn't going to make you better. I need to focus on my healing. Yeah, I just seen I understand you better now. So there could have been something here where this person didn't understand you, but now they are. They're starting to understand you on a deeper level. Interesting. So I have one person here. This is you. Someone has decided to quit holding a pattern, and someone has decided to protect their security. This could be your mental health, protecting your mental health from this person. This could be protecting your heart from this person. Someone here has decided to put their guard up and say, you know what, I love myself enough to not do this anymore. Someone here is pretending. Yeah, I feel like both of you pretend that you don't mean that much to one another. Both of you are very guarded. Both of you. Interesting. So you pretend that they don't mean that much because deep down, I don't think that you want to walk away. But I do think that you are at a point where you're focusing on what your heart desires, and you know that in order to expand, you have to put your self-worth and you loving yourself first. So that has you energetically blocking this person or giving up on this person right now. As that's happening, they're also pretending that you don't mean that much. They could be trying to keep an eye on you, watching some sort of like victory go in your favor. For some of you, they could be seeing that you are renting a house, you're going on vacation. Some of you could be buying a home. They could see that you're making a lot of choices for your security, and they feel like it's paying off for you. But they also feel like they need to keep their distance. They need to continue to pretend like you don't mean that much. They need to continue to focus on their healing, because in this time, things are being brought to them. Things are being revealed. But there is still a little bit of them not having the strength to fully open their heart chakra, okay? So this person would be at a half empty and you're at a half full. You're at a place where you're like, you know what, love hurts, but everything hurts. Here's the thing, and I said this when my dad died. I remember saying I never want to love again because I never want to feel the pain that you feel when someone you love dies. But I also remember saying that it is a blessing to love someone that much that when they die, you feel that much grief. Not everyone gets to love like that. Not everyone knows what it feels to love someone so much that losing them feels like it crumbles you, whether that is a lover, a family member, an animal, a kid. And when you lose someone, you feel like you don't want to love like that again because you never want to go through that again. But I feel like you've gotten to a place where you're like, you know what, my heart will always be half full. I know that I'm probably going to lose again, whether it's death, not being chose, rejected, left, whatever that looks like. But I know at the end of the day, having those moments where I can look back at those memories and be like, wow, I was so fulfilled, I was so loved, we were so happy. That's what's worth it. So I definitely feel like there's something here where one of you's at a place of, like I was when my dad died, I never want to love again. I never want to feel that way. And while the other one of you is like, you know what, I understand what that feels like, but I'm now at a place where I'm like, but I do want to love like that again. And that's the two different energies here. One of you, your heart chakra is so blocked that you never want to feel that pain, and that's valid. But I would argue that without pain, we wouldn't be able to enjoy that beauty. We wouldn't be able to enjoy laughing and enjoying them and being, I'm not crying. We wouldn't be able to enjoy those moments with the people that we care about the most. Loving and losing is painful and it sucks. But never loving is worse. Never being able to say, I know what that feels like. I've been able to enjoy that. I have had unconditional love. I have had true love. I do know what the love of a child feels like. Whatever that looks like, love of a loyal dog, whatever it looks like for your person, I think your person's going to have to go through a loss where they are then going to understand that beauty and pain go hand in hand. And I think it's going to make this person, in a weird, twisted way, open their heart again. Very interesting. Woo, let's talk about a roller coaster. I feel like I just went through a roller coaster ride with y'all. This is probably the most emotional I've been in a long time. So, this person is going to pretend in the meantime that you don't mean that much. I think you're going to do the same thing. This person does want to approach you and talk to you, but I also think that they don't know what to say. What can I say if I'm not ready to meet you halfway? If I'm not ready to give you what you want, what should I say? Hey, happy Sunday. Hope you like banana pudding. Hey, happy Saturday. How was that game? Did you watch it? Like, I mean, yeah, we can get that conversation going, but how long will that conversation last? And if that conversation only lasts for a few hours, or if y'all chat and don't chat again for months, how's that going to make you feel? Are you going to feel like you're just kind of a bookmark when they get bored? Are you going to feel like they just didn't have nothing better to do with their time? Are you going to feel special? Is that going to then make you have resentment? And I think that's where this person's at. It's like, I don't want to play games with you. I don't want you to think that I'm out here trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not. I care for you. I like you. I really do think highly of you. But yes, I am pretending you don't mean that much because there's things going on inside of me that I can't handle, I can't conquer, I can't understand. And again, I think that the universe is going to work in a little bit of kind of like a sick and twisted way. I think this universe is going to take something from them for them to understand the beauty of pain. And some of you are going to get so mad at me with this reading, but I'm telling you, when you lose someone super close to you, I think it really does shift you and really give you a different perspective on what's important, what isn't, what love looks like, what it doesn't look like, where you're going to waste your time and where you're not willing to waste your time. And I think right now this person's kind of in limbo. Yeah, I just think that something's going to happen to where this person is going to understand you on a different level, in a different light, in a different form. Yeah, there's something here that they're learning. See, again, something could be happening and then they're going to have to get to a place of peace. So that's what I'm saying. For some of you, your twin flame could end up losing something close to them. It could be an animal, but it could be a family member. And I think it's going to shift them. I also think for some of you, your person is in a place of like party hard rock and roll. Again, they could be staying up late, going out a lot, drinking a lot. They're in this very fast pace. I don't want to think about it. Let's not feel emotions. Let's not feel it all. And what tends to happen is the universe will shift something and they'll shake your life up to make you sit down. And that's when something's going to be revealed to this person. Because I think that in the moment of pain, whether it's feeling like their life's crumbling or them really losing someone or something, they're going to be able to change their perspective and see where they've been stuck all along. See why things haven't been working. Sometimes we keep ourselves stuck. Sometimes we do. And I really do feel that for some of you, this twin flame has kept themselves stuck by not making things priority that need to be priority. Their happiness is one. Them healing and really focusing on their self-worth is two. And I did three. That's interesting. Something can happen in 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months with this person. The universe is going to assist this connection, but again, I don't think it's going to be in the way that you want, that you expect. Yeah, there's going to be a breakthrough. There's going to be an energy shift. See, that's what I'm saying. Realizing something in a moment of pause, in a moment of having to sit still. See, that's what I'm saying. Learning a lesson, maturing in this lesson, and then seeing things clear as day. See, that's what I'm saying. So I think the universe is going to shake it up. I think it's going to be in an unconventional way. I even think some of you are going to be like, well, I wish that wouldn't have to happen to them for them to understand or see it differently. The universe has a method to its madness. We don't have to understand it. We don't have to agree with it. But hindsight's 20/20. When you get to your future, you're going to be able to look back and go, okay, wait, I understand why that happened, because that moment shifted my view forever. Again, for a lot of you, I think I had 10,000 subscribers when my dad passed. That was chaos. But I will say that my life completely shifted from that standpoint. Well, I lost my stepdad and my dad within 3 months of one another. So that was chaos. But losing them both really shifted my mindset when it comes to love. What I'm willing to give, what I'm willing to receive. Both of them died in their early 50s. I'm in my 30s. So if I die in my early 50s, I only got 20 more years left. Perspective. 20 more years to make the things that I want to make happen. 20 more years to make the people close to me know that I love and I care for them. 20 more years to be able to play with my kid. And who knows, I might have more. But in the same sense, I might not. Life is not long. And this person can sit here and pretend all they want, but at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you're showing up for yourself. And I think that this person's going to realize when they feel that it's too late, that life is short. And we can sit here and waste time all we want, but why are we doing that? Again, they're going to be overthinking the fact that they didn't give something to you when they feel that they should have. They're also working on themselves. I can and I'm going to change. Yeah, look, you're a goddess and I adore you. So that's what I'm saying. This person does adore you. But this person has got to get their mindset shifted. Yeah, I adore my postal service worker. I adore my postman. That don't mean that I'm obsessed with him. That don't mean that I love him. That don't mean that he's going to call me whenever he needs help. That's what I'm saying. This person can adore you all that they want, but they have to get to the place where they understand that loving someone is not a downfall. Being able to be loved and love is a blessing. Not everyone gets love. And I know some of you are going to be like, well, I don't know if that's the truth. It is the truth. But this person sees you as someone that they pushed so far that you got so discontent that you now protect your heart. This person wants to be vulnerable with you about the fact that they want to change and how much they adore you. But there could be a little bit of like, yeah, I'm going to change, but how am I going to do it? There could be a little bit of like adversity. Maybe others not agreeing, others not understanding, others not supporting them. And for some of you, if they come in and tell you, hey, I'm changing, be patient, wait on me, you might then say, give me a time frame. What are we thinking? 20 weeks, 20 hours? That's going to be more pressure. And I feel for some of you, you feel that this person doesn't even like you. They don't care for you. They can't stand you. I feel like I should cut this into 2 videos. This video is so long. What does this person want to say to you? Look, I can't reach out. What did I say? So many things have been reminding me of you. I've been watching your social media. Are we surprised? No. I want to start this over. Yeah, this person could have left you before you could leave them. Oh my God. Cards just went everywhere, y'all. I caught these 2. It's time for me to heal, but I compare others to you. Holy flip-flop. There's cards everywhere. I'm going to have to pick those up. I do think that there's a lot that this person wants to say to you. But again, emotionally, I'm not feeling the best. I was great when I started this reading, and now I'm feeling a little defeated. So for some of you, why am I about to cry again? Y'all, a lot of you have a hard time understanding my readings because you think that they're for me, but you got to understand that when I bring in these energies, your energy, their energy, any emotion I feel like this connection has been very hard to manage, very hard to deal with, very hard to handle. I feel like this person has a lot that they want to say to you, but they don't know how to say it. I feel like there's a lot that this person even wants to say to you that they don't even know that they want to say, which could be another reason why the universe is like, no, don't approach, don't approach, don't approach. Yeah, this person could have, again, do you remember me saying earlier, hanging out with friends, hanging out with family, using people as kind of like a void? I focused on you instead of focusing on my pain. That's what I'm saying. Someone could have, I don't want to say used you as a void, but yeah, if we're not going to deal with our emotions and the things that hurt us, that's fine, that's gravy. But when you're out here making a muck and acting like we know why. And I'm speaking from experience. I too have gotten out of relationships and went and acted like pure chaos, not understanding that I'm leaving a trail of fire in my path. And then when I finally calm down, chill down, and start healing, I'm like, oh my God, not me out here looking like a complete fool. Yeah, I am. That's the energy I'm getting here. Someone was maybe acting like a little bit of a fool. Someone was really not acting their best self. And now that they're ready to make healing their priority, I think they're really starting to see things that they're not proud of, that they don't like, that they don't agree with. But I also think that there needs to be a shift when it comes to how they view love, how they view giving. And love is a blessing. Yes, losing someone hurts, whether it's someone rejecting you, someone breaking up with you, someone saying they don't want to be with you no more, or literally losing someone. But we have to remember that the reason that hurts so bad is because there are things that we no longer get to experience with that person. The only time that you feel pain from losing someone is when you loved them so much. You're grieving what could have been, what should have been, what was, and that's okay. That's that balance. This person's got to get to a place where they understand that, yeah, love can be painful, but it isn't painful if it's with the right person. So this person's going to keep eyes on you. They're going to be healing. They're going to be working on themselves. They're going to be focusing on themselves. I do think something is going to happen for this person to shift their mindset around love. It could be something that really, with me crying the way that I did, it could really crumble them. But I do think that there is a purpose. Okay? All right, friends. I'm going to leave it here. Have a blessed day.